Students today love to be actively engaged in learning by doing small research projects. I've also noticed they're more attentive in class when the course materials link directly to their lives. I've been an anthropology professor at the University of Texas at Austin for the last 27 years. And in those years, I've done many different research projects for the students in my large enrollment culture and communication class and smaller anthropology class. I recently found one project that was so successful that I wrote a book as a guide to doing it. When I say successful, I mean I got comments from students like, "Thank you for this assignment. I've not said that very often in the course of my college career. It's been more meaningful than I could have imagined." And another, "This interview is one of the most meaningful projects I've ever undertaken, and I'm immensely grateful that you had us do it." And recently, one of my colleagues who used the book said he'd never gotten such positive teaching reviews from his students. The research project is described in my book, The Essential Questions: Interview Your Family to Uncover Stories and Bridge Generations. It's a guide for using an anthropologist's approach to finding out what your grandparents and parents can tell you about what culture was like when they were growing up. The anthropological approach is fully explained in the book, and there are small chapters that describe the concepts in anthropology that the essential questions are based on. And there's a chapter with tips on interviewing. Whether in Texas or a small farm in South Dakota or in Mexico City or in Nairobi or a small village in India or a mountain community in Nepal, the ways of life that influenced who the students' grandparents became have disappeared. And students are delighted to be able to save some of these unique cultural histories. And the older family members are thrilled to be able to share their knowledge with the younger generation who they never thought would be interested. Asking about how many rooms a house had or how the house was heated inspires stories that reveal a rich and vivid and lively family life. Students didn't realize how much they didn't know. One of them said, "I'd never taken the time to see who my grandparents were as individuals, but only how I thought they should be as grandparents." The Essential Questions is a great accompaniment to other texts that you're using in your course, and students in my classes who have used the book to do the project have come from majors as different as engineering and biology to literature and film, and of course anthropology. And other courses that could use the book include history and education and humanities. A colleague of mine at MIT has used the book in a popular course he teaches about how to live a meaningful life. So many students today seem to be struggling with connecting and interactions, maybe due to COVID or possibly social media. I recently read that young adults are the loneliest demographic in the UK and other Western countries, and feelings of disconnection are at the top of the list when young people are reporting this. After doing this project, students say they feel a deeper connection with their grandparents, and one of them said, "All I had to do to grow a deeper connection is to ask a few questions and listen to my grandmother's responses." And the bonus for teachers is, I thoroughly enjoy reading what the students discover. Their research is fascinating.